find your way back home.
Okay, now for the fun part. I'm going to start with my shadows. So I think I'm going to start with the shade Psycho, which is this one here. It's like a red. It's almost like a burgundy type of red. It's not even, it's actually red. So I'm going to start with this. I want to try colors that I know that I don't really use on a daily basis. So I want to start with this. And sure, Valentine's Day is coming up. Let's give you some inspo. Hopefully this red stays true to itself. So taking Psycho on a Sculpt Cosmetics SC11 brush, and I'm picking up a small amount at a time just to see how it reacts. Okay. Oh no, that is definitely a true red. Oh god, definitely. But we'll have to see how well it blends out, because sometimes when you do go in with a red, it can blend out into a pink. So that's why I really want to try this shade, just to ensure it doesn't let me down. Hopefully it doesn't turn pink. So if you are blending through your crease, always ensure that you're lifting it a tiny bit higher. Bringing it right into the inner corner, and I'm using really light-handed blending motions to blend this out. At first impressions, this red is absolutely stunning. I'm not gonna lie. There is no patchiness, there is no fallout. Like, literally, whenever I usually work with colour, I just find that there is so much fallout. So I always have to leave my base to last. But this is class. This is really good. And moving on to our next colour. I think I want to go in with Pop It. Pop It is a lovely, almost like a starbursty pink, if that makes sense. So I want to use this, and I'm going to take that on a Sculpt SC10 brush. This is going to help really blend out that red back into this colour. So just blending that around, and I'm doing it really, really lightly, because you need to remember we're going to be going in with another shade after this. So you want to ensure that you're leaving yourself enough room, especially if you're doing your reverse blending. Blending this around very, very lightly. Oh my god, I haven't worked with colour on my eyes in such a long time. But I really wanted to, you know, test the colours out in this palette, because browns are alright, but when it comes to like reds and, you know, any other like type of colours, you know, blues or whatever, sometimes they can tend to go patchy if the formula is not right. So I just really wanted to test this out today, and it looks absolutely stunning. Okay, so now that we have that second colour all laid down, I'm going to go back in with the Psycho shade, which is the red, just because I want to re-intensify that. So every time I move on to another colour, I will always go back in with my previous colour, just to ensure that all the colour like payoff is still there. So going back in, and I'm taking a good amount this time, and I'm really focusing this, pushing it right in, and using really, really, really light-handed like blending motions. Yeah, that is absolutely gorgeous. Not gonna lie, that is beautiful. I'm going with Flamingo. Flamingo is a nice peachy shade. This would actually be really gorgeous for a blush. This one here. So this is going to be our transition shade. The only thing about this palette is I know it's going to annoy me because it's so big, because I'm having to hold it up just to show you guys, but it's okay if you have it laid flat on your table. So I'm going to go in with Flamingo, which is that gorgeous peachy shade, and I'm taking it on a Unicorn Cosmetics a Unicorn Cosmetics brush. I love these little brushes. Mel actually kindly sent these out to me, so they come in a little like pencil case, and you've got a couple of different brushes. But this one, these are my favourite, just because they're so small and tiny, and they get right into those little areas that you can't reach with a bigger blending brush. So I'm taking that shade. There's a little bit of kickback in some of the colours, but it's nothing too mental. So So what I'm doing with this is I'm just lightly blending this around that shade that we had put down, which was Pop It. Bring that right into my inner. And just lightly, whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to fade that towards the outer corner so that it's blending all nicely into the skin again. Okay, so moving on now, I'm going to take another colour. I think I might leave, like, make this like my last colour, like for the like the shadows, and then we'll go with the shimmers. I want to go in with Mulberry, which is this shade here, and I love the name of the shade because it is a true winey purple colour. So I'm going to take that on a Sculpt SC8 brush. This is like almost like a packer brush, so I'm using this just to pack this colour at the outer corner. So I'm packing that on to just really deepen that outer corner up, because I want to leave this section here clear because I am going to be going in with some shimmer. Now I don't know if I want to make this darker or not. I think I might go in with a black afterwards, but I just want to get that little base down first. No, I think I am going to go in with a tiny bit of black. So the black in this palette is called Cloud. There's a little bit of kickback, but every black is the same. Okay. That is one pigmented black, I'll give you that, so just be very careful. I'm patting this on with the Sculpt SC12 brush. It's just like a little bullet. Packing that on towards the outer. And lightly just lifting that a tiny bit higher. Through the crease, just at the outer corner. I'm not taking it any like further in, because I am going to be going in anyway, like I said, with my shimmer, and then I'm going to be sticking liner and everything on, and I'm going to be wearing lashes. So it's going to look too much if I go with too much black. So I'm just trying to keep it on the minimal side. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay, so the black and everything's all on. I am really impressed with how everything's looking. I want to go in now with my shimmer. So I want to keep this lid sort of like brighter, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go in with this one here. I done a little swatch of it. This is Sugarcane, which is this one here. I don't know if you can see, it's picking up really different on camera, but it's almost like a rosy goldy like type of shade, and these feel like foiled shadows as opposed to like a shimmer. So I'll just show you this up close so you can see, like, oh my god, they look unbelievable. So I'm going to stick this on. I'm really excited. I'm going to take a Sculpt SC09. I love Sculpt Cosmetics brushes. They recently reached out to me and sent them to me, and I tried them out and I really like them. This is my first time actually trying the blend brushes, and they're actually really good. So I'm going to pack this all on to the lid, and like I said, SC09, this brush is really, really good for packing on pigments. It's just a really, really good brush. I love brushes that are in this shape. So packing this on, and I'm trying to keep it like almost as blank as I possibly can without mixing the colours too much, just because I want to really make this shimmer pop on the lid. And then with the clear side of the brush, the clean side, I'm going to take Sugarcane, and I'm going to push this in and pull it down. I don't know if it's better to use your fingers or not with this, but it is pretty. It is nice, I have to say, but it almost looks a little bit powdery. So I'm just going to try and fade that out. I want to use my finger and see if that'll help. Oh yeah, it goes on better with your finger. It is gorgeous, I have to say, it is really pretty, but for me, I just feel like that it's a little bit powdery looking, and it's not really coming up as well as it did when it's swatched. That's the only one that I feel like didn't really work for me. I'm actually going to take a lighter colour and stick it on top to try and maybe brighten this up a little bit. So I'm going to take Mystical, and it's like a gold reflex with some silver in it. I'm going to just like stick this to the front. That just did absolutely nothing. No. I'll try it again. Like, it's coming up so intense like when you swatch it, but when you go to stick it on, it's like barely even coming out. Like they almost like look like the same colour when you're sticking them on the eyes. Like that just did nothing for me. No. I'm gonna do some liner now as well. So I'm just taking my NYX matte black liquid liner. I'm actually running out of this, I need to get more. So I'm just gonna create a small little line across the lash line and then make it thicker towards the outer corner. That is the liner all on and faded out at the outer corner. I just stuck on some mascara and some lashes. Can't breathe. The mascara that I put on is the Be Perfect Bat Llama. This is absolutely class. Like, you don't even have to wear lashes with this, but because I'm wearing a lot of eyeshadow, I like to wear lashes with eyeshadow obviously. But I'd wear this on its own if I'm only wearing like a base. And then the lashes I put on were the Tatti Lashes TL6. Love these. These are my favourite Tatti lashes just because I love the way they flare out at the edge. I'm going to go in now and do my inner corner highlight. I'm going to take that Mystical shade on a Zoeva Luxe pencil, and I'm just hoping that this looks nice. Yeah, it's nice. I'm keeping it towards the inner corner of the nose, so like sort of under the bridge, not the bridge, towards the nose. I swear, if I could speak this day, it would be great. I'm lightly bringing that up. I love bringing my like inner corner highlight up. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. Like when the lashes and everything's applied, the shimmers don't look that bad, but just for me, I would have loved them to pop a little bit more. Like I swatched that on my hand and it come out like, you know, a completely different shade almost, as opposed to when it's applied onto the lid. It is gorgeous. It's just not intense enough for me. It's nice and subtle. Like it's like, you know, that is the shade that is supposed to be on my lid. It is just two completely different shades almost, but it's still lovely. I don't like hate it, but I just would have preferred it to be a little bit more intense. Basically now that is the top portion of the eye done. I'm going to go and do the other eye and do my base, and then I'm going to come back and we'll do the under eye together. Okay, base and everything is all on. I just done this under eye just to save time. I just put a little bit of the Praline base in the waterline just because I wanted to keep the waterline nice and bright. I didn't want to darken it down with black or anything. So I didn't really do much underneath. I'm just taking the Mulberry shade on the Sculpt Cosmetics 08 brush, which is the winey reddy shade. And I'm taking this underneath and just being really light-handed. I don't want to take it too far down. I want the main focus of this look to be on the top portion of the eye as opposed to underneath. So just blending this very, very lightly. Just in like wonder wiper motions. And then I'm just going to take the brush that I used to put on Flamingo, just to fade out that edge a little bit back into the skin. No extra product on the brush. And then I'm just going to take a Sculpt SC14 brush and take the shade Cloud, which is the black, and just really tightline. I just want to add a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to take my mascara, which is the Be Perfect Bat Llama mascara, and put a good coat of this on. This mascara is brilliant. Same on this side. Now you can put black liner and stuff in the waterline if you want, but I just really wanted to keep it nice and open and not too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my lips. I'm just going to do it off camera because you guys know I take absolutely forever. But the lip products I'm going to be using is the Peaches and Cream Praline lip pencil, and then I'm going to be using the Ineffable Beauty Cosmetics Stevie and Stay lipstick from the lip kit. So yeah, I'll be right back in 2 seconds when I finish that, and also when I fix this hair. So guys, this is the end of the video. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. I had so much fun because I haven't sat down and I actually haven't used like colours other than neutrals on my eyes in such a long time. So this is really fun for me to do as well. I'm going to give my final verdict now on this palette. I know it's going to be a little bit hard seeing as it's only my first time using it, but from the first time trying it, I can tell that the pigmentation in the shadows themselves are up there. Like, they are really good, highly pigmented, barely any kickback, and they stay true to colour, especially the red that I use. The red stayed true to colour. Sometimes I just find when you use a red and blend it out, it turns kind of pink, as where this one didn't. All the shades I used I loved. The only thing I would have preferred to be a little bit different is the actual shimmers that I used in the palette, just because when I swatch them they come up like a different colour. They swatch better on my hands than what they did when I applied them on my eyes. They're not bad, they're absolutely gorgeous. I really like them, but I just wish that they had have, you know, they've had have stayed true to what the swatches were like. That's why I never go by swatches when people upload swatches on their hands or their arms or anything, because everything's different when it's applied to the eyes. But yeah, overall, really good palette. I really enjoyed working with it, and if you want to see me do another video using this palette, maybe using some of these colours down here or some of the neutrals, let me know in the comments below, because I would definitely love to do that for you guys. And also another thing I quickly want to mention, if you are someone who's just starting off as a makeup artist or whatever, and you want to get a palette that has a good load of colours in it, this one is really good to have. You have amazing various shades in here, like I said, from your neutrals to your colours, everything. You have some shimmers and stuff, so it'd be a really good palette to have as well if you're a working artist, because there's so many different shades to choose from. But yeah, I'll leave this palette linked in the description below, so if there's any of you who do like this and are considering purchasing it, there'll be a little link left in the description, so just go and check it out. But yeah, so I hope that you have enjoyed the look. Hopefully I have given you some little bit of an inspo of what way to wear your makeup for Valentine's Day. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching, guys. I love you all so much, and I will see you all on my next one.